All right, what's good, YouTube? So we're gonna make this a nice little short, simple, and sweet one, man. So today I've got a nice video tutorial for you guys. I've already made two other videos prior to this. So I have a beginner's beat, an intermediate beat, and here's more of an advanced beat. So this beat is a lot more advanced than the previous one, and then even more advanced than the previous one before that. So if you watch all three of the videos of the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced one, this will give you a really good idea of how you can kind of add things, tweak things, and make your beat sound a little bit more complex. Along with watching the video where I explain to you the different functions of FL Studio, like the basics of it. I know a lot of you guys appreciated that. So if you watch those, if you watch all four of those videos, that will give you a really, really good understanding and idea of how to start making beats, and then how to progress level to level. And I'll kind of keep going, like that as I continue to make videos, so you can kind of see stuff. So the first melody that we've got here is this one here. So again, these are more advanced beats, so these are beats sound a little bit more um, in depth than the previous ones that I had in those videos. So let's go ahead and just play this first sound. With these advanced beats, you don't have to make the melodies that much more complex or do anything extra crazy or anything like that. What you really just need to do is just make the beat feel a little bit more full, take up a little bit more space within the frequencies that the frequencies of your melodies. Like wherever your melody range is, you want to make it a little bit more complex. So it doesn't have to. Well, let me rephrase that. You want to make it a little bit more full and fuller feeling. You want to get a little bit more sound and take up a little bit more space, so that way when you're hearing something else, but then they might play in between each other. You just want to kind of strategically place everything and have your melodies layered to where something might be playing, and then it gives a different nuance when other elements are out of it, and then it sounds different when you add those back in. That type of deal. You kind of want each one of the sounds to piggyback off of each other. So how I did this was I start off with melody one, and then piggyback off of melody one to make melody two or three or four, whichever one, because I ended up switching the orders. But I would piggyback off of them so that the two would sound together. Then I started adding instruments. Then I'd add two more a melody or as well. So now I've got three melodies, and I add a couple more instruments, and I add a fourth melody. So everything kind of layered off of each other essentially is what I do to make these more advanced beats. So they sound a lot more cohesive. So when I'm playing one thing, it sounds way significantly different than when I'm playing all the melodies. It sounds much different, So that way, it sounds like a good variation of between the melodies and the beat itself. So here we've got the next melody number two. And like always, I always like using ambient, kind of weird sounds, kind of soft pads, arps, and things of that nature, synths, bells, that type of stuff. Something that just, like I say, fills up the beat. It takes up a lot more space. Moving type of sounds, not just you press the button, it plays, and that's it. Kind of like a piano. I don't use too many sounds that are similar to that. I use something that will kind of resonate and reverberate, if that's a word, but resonate is pretty much what I'm looking for. So then we hop on to melody three. And if you notice with all these melodies, it's not like the melodies are that complex or that much more advanced than the ones in my previous videos. They're just a little bit different. They've been tweaked a little bit more. I've got a couple more effects. I put a little bit more effort into them. Because in the first beginner's video, all I did was just make the sounds. That was it. No effects, no mixing, no mastering, no nothing. Second one, I added the melodies. I mixed it, mastered it a little bit, added a couple of effects to kind of make it sound a little different. This third one, I've done mixing, masterings, added some effects, tweaked some of the volume levels, velocities, kind of mess with the actual settings of the ARP itself. But if you guys watch the full video or full in-depth video, you'll see all of these things. But You just tweak the sounds a little bit more. You get a little bit more creative. Really, just an advanced beat is a little bit more creative beat. That's all it is. Just being a little bit more creative with your beats, trying something different, trying a different sound or a different way to use a sound. All right. So then now we're down to our instruments. All these are. I'm sorry, I got one more melody. So this is the fourth melody right here. And now we're down to our instruments. So pretty much how I've had these melodies set up, I got a lead, I've got some type of sound to cut that will go added in later on in a verse of some sort. I've got my main melody, and I've got kind of like my continuous playing sound, just kind of a filler sound. So this would be like a filler sound. That's like my main melody. That's the variation, and then this would be like your. I would add that into like the hook or like when a bridge or something of that nature. It just kind of depends, but it that I had this sound leading up back to the hook essentially. So now let's go to our instruments. We got a clap, nothing major, just a regular clap, nothing fancy. We got our hi-hats. This is where I got a little bit more advanced. That's it. And then we've got a snare, very simple setup. And again, you want to place all these instruments and these sounds in different places to where they piggyback off of each other. So when one's playing, another one's not playing. When they play together, they play in different spots, but they sound very good together. That type of deal. So that's typically how I do my snares and things of that nature, my other sounds. Uh, where was that? I threw this little breath sound in like I always do. Nothing spectacular. 808. Very simple, right? So then once you've got all these sounds made, put together, you mix it, you master it, you add your effects, you do whatever you want to do, you tweak it a little bit, whatever you end up doing, throw it all together, put it in a structure, layer it out, and this is what you get. So this is my advanced beat all put together. And that's it. That's it. That's the basics of making a more advanced beat. Like I say, it's not you don't have to make it crazy elaborate. You don't have to add a million sounds. You don't have to do a whole bunch of extra stuff. Just being a little bit more creative, being a little bit more attentive to your sounds, how you structure it, how you lay it out, adding some effects in there, some drops, that type of stuff, and you'll start to notice, hey, I'm still making the same kind of beats. I'm just tweaking a one or two things, adding a little bit of this in there, adding that element, taking this out, and now you've gotten a beat. Now you've created a beat that sounds a lot more advanced than what it actually is. But again, this beat is a lot more complex than even what you just see in comparison to the other ones. At least there's nothing crazy major difference between each one of the stages, but you can hear the differences. So you can hear the first beat, the beginner's beat, the intermediate beat, and then the more advanced beat, and you can hear the growth and the difference. So like when I go back and listen to my old beats from years and years ago, I can hear the growth and the difference and the change in the sound. And that's what you want. You want to be able to hear the change in the sound. But that's all I got for you guys today. I just want to keep it short and simple. I'll keep you guys under about 15 minutes. We're at 10 right now. But that's all I got for you guys. Like and comment, share the video. If you like it, leave a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. Either which way, just interact with the video so that the algorithm begins to work in my favor. Follow me on all my social media. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week with a different video topic for you. I hope this advanced video tutorial will help out my more advanced people, and my intermediate one helps out my intermediate people and my beginners. I hope that helped you out too as well. If you guys need more in-depth on something on what you see in this video or the previous one, and then the beginner one, or any of my videos in general, let me know and I'll be happy to help you out and assist. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Like, comment, share, show a friend, you know what I'm saying? Like the video, like I say. And that's about it. Peace. I appreciate the love. Thank you.